One of the stranger experiences of being an improvising performer is coming face to face with how much you don't control the performance that you're giving. Even though I might be the only person on stage and everyone is looking at me and somehow I'm in charge of everything, yet still I seem not to control it. I might be developing some material, inventing a story or whatever, and say something which I feel to be funny, and the audience will respond with silence. Other points, I might be developing some material that feels to me quite serious, and somebody or everybody laughs. Afterwards, when I finished a show, somebody from the audience might go, "Oh, that was really interesting. It was about the relationship between a man and a woman." And I would think it was nothing to do with that to me. But you see, I don't control what the audience thinks. It doesn't mean I don't have influence, but I don't have control. And as an improviser, my job would be to keep along the track I'm going, to be observing myself, to change direction when I need to try to make sure that I am authentically creating the performance which I'm discovering as I go along, to respond to what the audience is doing or not doing. And beyond that, just to let loose and go, the rest of it's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to do what I can do. It is not my responsibility to control the universe. Which is a good job, really, isn't it? Because the universe is significantly bigger than I am, and as hard as I like, I'm not going to be able to control it. So I have to be real. I have to get real. I have to take responsibility for what I can do and let go of responsibility for what I can't do. Now, of course, the temptation, whether you're improvising or just getting through your life, which after all is a form of improvisation, but anyway, your temptation is to say, I must control everything. I can't take my next step unless I know what the outcome is going to be. And there's a lot of people who will step into that space and say, I will tell you how to achieve your outcome. If you do what I say, you will achieve this outcome. Sorry, that's crap. We do not control the universe. We don't really control anything. But we can have influence. And perhaps among the most effective things we can ever learn, whether in terms of personal development or professional development, is how to identify where best to apply your influence. You see, self with others, which is the approach, the framework to living from which all of my coaching and mentoring grows, and which developed from my experience as a performer and my experience of teaching other performers. Self with others understands that everything we do in relationship to something else. Self with others. Now, that something else might be outside of us, someone we're talking to. It might be a work situation. It might be a family member. But that relationship might also be something inside of us. My relationship with my body, my relationship with my emotions, my relationship with my memories. Everything we do is relational. And if things are relational, you don't get to control them. Here's one I prepared earlier. You see, look, a rather nice ruler. Imagine this is me. And this is something that I'm connecting with. It might be me and my emotions. It might be me and a work colleague. It might be me and the outside world, the universe. Now, I have some control over this side of the relationship. And as I move, I influence the other side of the relationship. But I don't get to say, well, if I move up there, that has to move up there. It doesn't work like that. Perhaps it will. Perhaps I'll move like that and that will come to there. Perhaps I'll move like that and that will go to there. Perhaps that will move to there, and then I decide, I feel an influence being exerted on me. Am I going to move to there? Am I going to move to there? You see, it's a negotiation between self, your own agency, and everything else, internal and external. My emotions go like that. Am I going to go like that? My emotions go like that. Am I going to go, no, I'm just going to gently exert an influence on my emotions to bring them back into balance. So I think of the self as relational. Me, the performer, here's the audience. Look, I'm being funny. Audience, we want to be serious. Okay, I'll be serious. No, we want to be funny. Okay. And the thing is, sometimes you have a lot of influence, sometimes you don't have very much influence. And the most useful thing to know is, what influence do I have and how do I best use it? Let's say you're going to have a garden party. You're going to invite your friends round for next Friday. You don't get to say, therefore the weather will be good. I mean, maybe in some countries you can go, therefore it is highly likely the weather will be good. In Ireland you go, well, therefore it's likely that beginning of the party it'll be nice, 10 minutes in it'll be raining, after that there'll be a gale, possibly a hailstorm, and then it'll be sunny by the time we get the sausages off the barbecue. So I'm having a party next Friday, let's say. I know that I cannot actually influence the weather at all. What I can do then is exert my influence where it's useful. I can say to people, oh look, we're going to have a garden party, but this is Ireland, it might well be wet. Bring a raincoat and a hat. Or bring your umbrella, or if it starts to rain, we'll move inside. I have contingency plans. I can work out what areas I have influence over and what areas I don't. And this is one of the key things in Self with Others. Giving up control, but also giving up powerlessness. We don't control anything. That doesn't mean we don't have influence over everything. This is the basis of my work as coach and mentor and consultant and teacher and all of that. If you'd like me to work with you to help you explore how better to influence the progress of your own life, then just reach out to me. Send me a message, send me an email, attach a little note and put it in a barrel round the neck of a Great Bernard and send that Great Bernard out into the world. Send it to me and I'll read your note and we'll have a chat. Whatever you're up to today, I hope it's full of joy. And if not, I hope you can influence things internally or externally to help yourself experience joy anyway. Take care now.